Around here, there's a bunch of crooks around here.
You ain't supposed to be in that jail, boy. Get out of there, man.
No, that's a total no, man. Vodka in.
Is my salary going up?
The Bahamian people gotta wake up.
This is my 5 cents and I approve this message.
The deputy to the Governor General owes over $300,000 in real property taxes. Mario's pays its BEC bill in cash while a BEC worker was reprimanded today. Plus, a primary school robbed and ransacked. We've got those stories and a whole lot more tonight. I'm Vonique Toot and NB12 starts now. Topping news tonight, the Pinling family is reportedly moving to address $306,000 in unpaid real property taxes. This after it was revealed today that Dame Marguerite Pinling, who is the widow of former Prime Minister Sir Lyndon Pinling, has had outstanding real property taxes for over 14 years. Paige McCartney has the details.
NB12 understands a family member of Dame Marguerite made a payment to the Real Property Tax Office this morning. The payment was allegedly made after a story ran in today's Nassau Guardian that the tax on Sir Lyndon and Dame Marguerite's home at Skyline Heights has piled up over the past 14 years. According to information obtained by NB12, Dame Marguerite owes $306,831.73 in back taxes and interest on the home she shared with the former Prime Minister. This is according to an accounts receivable inquiry form from the Department of Inland Revenue dated June 18, 2014. The document shows that between 2000 and 2012, the annual tax on the property in the exclusive area in western New Providence totaled $14,138.50. The annual tax dropped to $8,634 in 2013 and 2014. The interest accumulated on the back taxes is just under $106,000. Sir Lyndon died in 2000 after a long battle with prostate cancer. As his widow, Dame Marguerite, has been receiving his Prime Minister's pension since his death, an annual disbursement of $86,000. Dame Marguerite is also deputy to the Governor General and widely considered to be the front runner to be appointed Governor General when Sir Arthur Folkes demits office next month. In the wake of yesterday's announcement that Sir Arthur plans to leave the post, the government released a schedule detailing Dame Marguerite's activities as deputy to the Governor General this coming weekend. When NB12 reached out to Dame Marguerite for comment on the unpaid taxes yesterday, her daughter, Monique Pindling Johnson, came to the phone and said that she was aware why we were calling, but Dame Marguerite was unavailable for comment as she had company. When contacted, Dame Marguerite's son, Obi Pindling, said he could not speak for his mother, but suggested that she was being singled out because of who she is, not what she owes. She's not the only prominent person whose delinquent tax status has made headlines in recent months. In February, The Guardian revealed that the government's value-added tax coordinator, Ishmael Lightbourne, owes $110,083 on a commercial property he owns at Mount Royal Avenue and $7,743 on his residential waterfront property. At last report, there was an estimated $500 million in outstanding real property taxes. NB12 again reached out to Dame Marguerite for comment, and she said she had none. For NB12, I'm Paige McCartney.
Following an announcement by Mario's Bowling and Family Entertainment Palace that it paid BEC $100,000 toward its hefty electricity bill, the president of BEC's Workers Union claims that payment was made in cash, and as a result, the cashier who accepted it was reprimanded for accepting such a large sum of money. The union is now crying foul. Dana Smith reports.
According to Bahamas Electrical Workers Union President Paul Maynard, the cashier and a supervisor were told it is against company policy to accept more than $10,000 cash. While Maynard said the employees were just doing their job and the union will not stand for what he called such harassment.
The cashiers are not going to take the flak for this. What Mr. Miller does is his business. Don't make a difference to me what the deal is. The point is, you ain't gonna pick. They're not gonna pick on the small person. It's to pay a person's bill. That's what she's there for. The cashier is there to accept money as payment for your bill. Don't make a difference what you give her. That's her job. Her job is to accept the money. Now that we know what BEC's policy is, now fine. She then has instructions, and she will not accept cash over 10,000 anymore. As they say, we did to follow instructions, you know. We do as we're told.
The Nassau Guardian revealed this week BEC records show a building on Herald Road registered with the corporation in BEC Chairman Leslie Miller's name owed more than $46,000. Records also show a Herald Road bowling alley owned by Summer Winds Investment Limited owed the corporation more than $193,000. When contacted for comment earlier this week, Miller confirmed the arrears and said his daughters, who manage Mario's Bowling and Family Entertainment Palace, have an ongoing situation where they give the corporation a minimum of $5,000 every week. He also said they were getting ready to give BEC a substantive check on the balance that is owed. Yesterday, Mario's released a statement confirming $100,000 was paid on the overdue balance. Maynard said the payment took place yesterday afternoon at a post office and was reportedly paid in cash. As a result, he said the cashier who accepted the payment was called into a meeting and told such large payments in cash are against company policy.
This constant harassing and chasing out the employees and stuff, we ain't putting up with that no more. That's it. We drawing the line. That ain't happening no more. We drawing the line. That's it.
Maynard said the cashier was unaware of the $10,000 policy, and rather than call her into a meeting, BEC executives should have informed the union, who would have then relayed the message to its members. When reached for comment, Mario's managing director, Leslie Miller Bryce, said the company had no comment. And as for BEC chairman Leslie Miller, he told our news team the matter was finished and he had no further comments, but he noted a payment was made to BEC. Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, whose ministry has the responsibility for BEC, had said in the House of Assembly he was disappointed to learn Miller still owed the corporation and had told Miller to bring his accounts up to date. He said today he's glad to see efforts being made, but noted he doesn't know how or in what form the bills are being paid. Davis said that was never discussed.
Obviously, he recognizes that it behooves him well to settle his accounts. I anticipated that he would have. When I spoke, he had indicated to me that he had already made arrangements to settle the whole debt. The manner and method in which he was to do it did not include that. But I'm happy to see that such a large amount was paid towards the bill.
Reporting for NB12, I'm Dana Smith.
In light of concern expressed by the Public Disclosure Commission over the number of MPs and senators who have failed to make their public disclosures, Prime Minister Perry Christie says he will cause those members to do so. Christie said he received a letter from the commission earlier this month indicating that a number of MPs, senators, and former parliamentarians had not declared.
This is a requirement that I will be causing those persons who have not yet disclosed to know that it is expected and to make every effort, Mr. Speaker, to submit their disclosures to the Disclosure Commission.
Christie said he received a second letter from the commission noting similar concerns regarding the number of senior public officers who have failed to submit their declarations for the year ending December 31, 2011.
A few years ago, the Clerk of the House pointed out to me the disclosure provisions in the Parliament in the United Kingdom, and it's worthy for us at some stage or the other, Mr. Speaker, to see in fact how they go about with their public disclosures. so as to minimize the extent to which there could be public embarrassment.
Public disclosures for 2009, which is the most current information, show that the vast majority of MPs and senators have ignored the law. The penalty for doing so is $10,000 and/or up to 2 years in prison. Police are searching for the burglars who kicked in the office door at Thelma Gibson Primary School overnight, ransacked the principal and vice principal's offices, and stole over $10,000 in cash and electronics. After getting the call, Principal Donna Brown told NB12 she arrived at work to find a messy office and an empty safe. The thieves reportedly got away with money the school raised just yesterday to pay its bills. But that's not all.
All of our LCD projectors, and we just purchased those projectors. We had 5 of them. The 5 of them now missing, and 3 of our laptops, as well as a part of our PA system. We do have a safe, but they went into that. They chiseled that as well, and they took out whatever we had in there. They took all of that out as well.
Brown says the school had just purchased the 5 projectors for $500 each. She says it's baffling that the culprits managed to break into the school's office and get away with heavy equipment without getting caught by private security officers hired by the school.
We have private security. You know, it's not the government security. We have private security. We have a private firm who manages the school in the afternoon. And so we're still investigating as to what happened. Because based on the security officer, he said that he saw 2 gentlemen, but I guess he didn't feel as though it was something worth calling the police for. I don't know, but he said he saw the 2 gentlemen and he watched them, and they walked from the front at the back, and he just went into the office, went into the booth, and so the police is investigating.
At night, the school principal says the gates are locked and security officers make hourly patrols, but noted this is the first break-in they've had since she took over 2 years ago. She described the entire experience as a depressing setback, but insisted they are determined to tighten security and move on.
I am very kind of depressed, but you know, we still have to move on. In school, we have to make sure that we have a smooth closing. It is a setback, but we would get up again and we would keep going because, you know, we have a school to run, we have children, we need to learn, we need to be teaching, and so we can't use this as an excuse.
When NB12 returns, tension builds in the House of Assembly, so stay with us.